Question that we're going to take a look at is number 35 from section 10.3, which is the discriminant in equations that can be written in quadratic form. So number 35 reads as x minus 6 times the square root of x plus 8 is equal to 0. So recall that this looks kind of like a quadratic. Another way that you can write that to maybe kind of prove that to yourself would be that this is x to the first power minus 6 times x to the 1/2 plus 8 equals 0. So what I actually did was I exposed the exponent of 1 on my first term, and I rewrote my root as an exponent. So since it's a square root, that means that if I wrote it as an exponent, it will have an exponent of 1/2. So as before, we can go ahead and use our quadratic formula if we like, and we're going to use the square root of x, and that's going to be set equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. So in this case, our a is 1, our b is 6, and our c is 8. So we'll go ahead and we will plug those in. So the square root of x is equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of negative 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 8 all over 2 times 1. From here, we're just going to clean this up. So a negative 6 makes it positive 6. Negative 6 squared, and again, mind you, I did put it in parentheses so that I knew that this would be negative 6 times negative 6. I will get a positive 36 from that. And then negative 4 times 1 times 8 gives you negative 32 all over 2. So this is equal to 6 plus or minus the square root of 4 over 2, which we can then simplify to be 6 plus or minus 2 over 2. And then recall that this is going to break off into two situations. One of these is 6 plus 2 over 2, and the other is 6 minus 2 over 2. This becomes 8 over 2 or 4, and this becomes 4 over 2 or 2. So we're not quite done though, because recall that from the very beginning we've been saying that this quadratic formula was equal to the square root of x, not x. So we know that the square root of x is equal to 4, and the square root of x is equal to 2. So in order to break that square root, think about what you would have to do here. I'm going to have to square both sides, and I square the left-hand side in order to break that root. So I'm hitting it with its inverse. And then I square the right-hand side to keep everything balanced. So my answer is really going to be 16 and 4. Those are your two solutions, and there you go.